All right, everyone was asking about it, and here is the 1960 El Camino furniture and funeral services car from Spring Valley, Wisconsin, I think? Oh, Minnesota. I know someone mentioned it earlier in another post, but this thing is legitimately, the only thing holding it up is the tree. It is really, really rough. You can see it's sunk into the mud. It's all rusted. I mean, it's a cool piece, but there's no interior. I mean, there's a steering wheel, but there's no seat. The bed is literally growing an entire ecosystem of its own. I mean, awesome piece of history, just hanging out. Oh, there's something moving. Okay. We're just going to make our way back up to the front. And if I can't get through that way because the car's right up against it. But I'm not going to walk on the car. I have done that in the past, but I'm not. But so cool. The next few videos were accidentally renumbered out of order from GoPro. So they were early in the series, but I'm going to put them out now. That way you guys have everything that I've made. Oh, here, 72 Chevelle SS. Hard hit to the front end. And that's one of the things about this yard is most of the cars that were in it, they were a scrap. You know, they would take the cars off the highway that were in accidents. So a lot of them are bashed up in one way or the other. 71, I think. Oh, no, 70 because it's got the Camaro emblem up on the nose. Doesn't say SS or such. But very cool. You know, I forgot to take pictures. I'm doing good today. Oh man, oh man. Impala two-door with a small block in it. There's that 72 SS. Some trucks. Monte Carlo. Tornado. Huh. Oh, they got it blocked off. Okay. Oh, I didn't see the 442. Must be down over there. Let's see, is this a 70? I think it's a 70. Yep, 70 Chevelle Malibu. Hard hit to the front end. 350 car, though. Hear that wind? Crazy. All right. So that is row 1. I think we go over here later. That's Fairlane holding the rope up. Oh, there's a 442. But I'm going to make my way down the second row here. And then you just go back and forth until we're done. Oh boy. Looks like we're coming up to the end of this row with some more wagons. Dodge, like a 57 Dodge 4-door. All right, like a Plymouth Belvedere. Ford. Chevelle El Camino, actually, with a whole bunch of Chevelle parts in the bed of it. That's funny. And then what do we got? More Fords. Ooh, an Imperial. But man, look how rotted out that thing is. And then, all right. Onward to the next part. Here's the old tanker truck that used to be over in the other area. Oh boy. Now starting on to row 3. I apologize that the GoPros renumbered these weirdly. They were a few good videos, so I didn't want to have them left out. But going through everything and all the videos I've produced with this, I wanted to give you a little bit of context on what we've seen and what is still yet to be seen, because the yard is absolutely massive. So this is the yard as it is, from satellite view. The area in the red is what I've basically covered roughly. I basically ran through it just so you could get an idea of exactly what is there. The Mopars, 442s, the Chevelles. That's in the red area, other than 1 or 2 vehicles. The area in green now is all vintage cars in that yard that I didn't even show you at all. There's Challengers and Super Bs and more Chevelles, and there's an entire Ford area I didn't even know existed until I was there the first time. And of course there is the new car yard, which doesn't interest me in the least, but all that green is still yet to be documented, and I've only shown you small hints of some of the really cool cars that are in those areas. So keep watching. I will hopefully be getting back there either this year or next. I know I won't be getting back there in the spring, but hopefully in the fall. And if I have the timing right, I'll be there for a few days and document everything far better than I have in the past. Hey, Automotive Adventures. I hope you liked this last video in this series from Elmer's Auto Graveyard in Fountain City, Wisconsin. What an adventure it has been. And I hope that me going over, an idea of what we saw in the last, 10, 15 videos really gives you an idea of how large it is and how much there is to see and how much I was only able to cover. And I was there from open to close and saw a third of it. I have to go back and really document it better. And I probably won't be able to do it this spring, but maybe in the fall I'll go back there and check it out better. But I just got back from Indy Mopar trade show and swap meet. I didn't buy anything of any importance. It's funny, the one piece of trim I need for my 71 Challenger back there, it's the trunk piece of trim. I'll show a picture. I have the eyebrows, but I don't have the trunk. And it's common. It's 71 through 74, not a single one, and 2 full buildings full parts. I will say I've never seen the grounds as full as it had been. They moved a bunch of the bigger displays around. It was really nice to see. I mean, there was parts there that I hadn't seen ever at that swap meet, and I've been going for over a decade. They had wide hood molding Challenger pieces. They had a Daytona wing, which had been there in the past, but it's still mind-blowing. But so yeah, that was a really nice little trip, except for the fact that my roommate got really sick. We think he picked up this virus going around. So after I had my responsibilities done, I booked it to an adventure, a big GTO barn find, which is the first time I was able to use this new camera setup of mine. And it turned out okay. For the first time using it, the audio worked, the video looks good, things aren't in frame as well as I'd hoped they'd be. But I'll show you a little snippet of what it's like. So you guys let me know if this is an upgrade over what we've got so far. On this episode of The AutoArchaeologist, we're in a barn in Indiana looking at a few cool cars and trucks, including this, I don't know if you can see, 1970 GTO Judge convertible. That's right. But that is the beginning of the month, and then in 2 weeks I'll be going to Detroit for 7 days doing barn finding all through Michigan. starting in Detroit, and then I have almost 5 days, I hope, down in St. Louis for a big adventure with a bunch of really cool cars. Camaros, Chevelles, Cudas, Challengers, Coronets, Oldsmobiles, a lot of Oldsmobiles, a lot of cool stuff. So this is going to be an extremely busy month. I'm trying to cram in as much as I can before spring really springs and all the foliage gets crazy. So I got a lot of cool stuff planned. If you guys know of anything in the Midwest that you'd like me to check out, let me know, because I will be driving like a madman as long as I can get the blue car fixed again, because things can't go smoothly. Indianapolis had the worst roads I've ever seen. There was potholes that were swallowing entire cars. We saw more cars with blown tires or rims missing than I've ever seen, even here in Chicago. And there was one big pothole that if you were coming from the fairgrounds west, you know what I'm talking about. There was a pothole that was the entire width of the lane, and I couldn't avoid it, and I'm pretty sure I dinged something in the front right corner. And tomorrow I'm going to take it to my friend's shop and hopefully get it checked out, because now there's a slight vibration at all speeds, basically. So much so that my rear view mirror now looks like one of those old, how was it? The screensavers where it's all kind of like a mesh. So I gotta get that sorted out before I go on anything else, because I don't really want to take the minivan. But I did buy some parts to fix that too. So hopefully that, if I get a new PCV valve for that, it fixes the minivan's oil leak, which is a long story. But yeah, so I've had a pretty good day other than my friends being sick and getting ready for a whole bunch of adventures. But of course, as it always is, it's currently, as of that temperature gauge, 24 degrees here in Chicago. Last time I did this, it was 60. It's going to be in the 50s again this week, so I'll hopefully get some more work done. My workbench is almost completely cleared off. So yeah, I will keep everyone posted. If you guys have any comments or questions, let me know in the description below. If you have any questions you want me to answer, let me know below as well, and I'll answer them in next week's video ending. I hope all is well and everyone is happy and healthy. I will see you all soon. Stay safe.